Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. As promised last time, I am here to discuss the things that you will need to do after getting registered as a hygienist, therapist or any other dental care professional in UK. If you're watching this video, I assume that you have recently got registered. So congratulations, you have been through your first step. But what next? So, how are you going to secure your first job? What are the things that you will require? What all documents you will need? Do you need to do any courses? Are you confident enough to start treating patients? Is there any gap in your career? These are the few things that I will be sharing today. Entering into GDC register comes with great responsibility. I'm certain you must have received the GDC standards booklet along with your GDC certificate. Always follow those 9 principles. Work in the best interest of your patient. It is vital that you also go through the scope of practice. This includes the set of duties that each member of the dental team is allowed to do and the duties which are not allowed. Never ever undertake any procedure which you are not supposed to do, as it is against your legal rights and your registration might be put at risk. I have also attached the link for these in the description box below. So let's have a look at the factors that really benefited me and hopefully will help you secure your first job. Getting a first job can be difficult because usually practices would like to employ someone who has some previous experience in UK. I suggest that if at all you have worked here, especially in a kind of job which has customer interaction, then you may include that in your CV. So you may find either locum, temporary or permanent jobs. Getting a permanent position might be really difficult unless you are very lucky at the start. So I suggest everyone to start with locum jobs first. For anyone who don't know, locum jobs are where you work on per day basis. They are easy to find as many practices require hygienist only for a day or two. Keep looking for vacancies in any city. For my first locum job, I took a train journey of 6 hours. That is 3 hours one way. Yeah, that sounds crazy now, but as it was just for one day, I went out of my comfort zone because once you have that first job experience in your CV, it adds a lot of value and employers see you as someone they can rely on. There are various job searching websites where you can look for vacancies. I usually use Indeed, but many positions are also listed on Facebook groups like hygienist or therapist jobs in UK. You may also search on LinkedIn or sometimes on NHS and BDA websites. Register with various recruitment agencies. The famous ones are My Dentist, Demdent, or FT Recruitment, etc. So, what they do is verify all your compliance documents, which I will be discussing in a while, and keep you on board. So, if there is any practice that needs a hygienist or therapist, they would put you in touch with them. I also suggest that you contact your nearby practices directly. Maybe drop your CV with them or just give a ring just to let them know that you are available and actively looking for work. I can totally understand how anxious you might be. Thinking about this can be nerve wracking for anyone, but being hopeful is the key. Trust me, there will be someone someday who will require a hygienist or therapist urgently, so that's your opportunity. Utilize to the best of your ability. Coming to the most important part, compliance documents and courses that will be required. Before you start applying for jobs, it's essential to have the following: a well prepared CV. This is your first impression, so spend some time to create a good one. Indemnity insurance certificate. There are various companies. Find out the most appropriate one for you, their package, and then decide which one to opt for. Disclosure and Bearing Services certificate. This is usually done through recruitment agencies. Pretty straightforward. National insurance certificate. You just need to apply for this online. Then GDC certificate, and sometimes they also require a qualification certificate. Driving license. Don't worry if you don't want to drive, just get a provisional license. It helps like an IT proof. Passport and visa showing no restrictions or right to work. Sometimes companies do provide visa, but you need to be really lucky for that. It's very rare. CPR or Basic Life Support Certificate, which has to be refreshed annually. Hepatitis B titers showing immunity, that is, you have to have anti HBs levels above 100. If not, you may require a booster dose. Some practices would also ask for tuberculosis and HIV report. Few CPD courses like Safeguarding Adults and Children, GDPR, Infection Control, Radiographs, and in current scenario, the 2020 spoiler, COVID-19. For CPDs, I advise to get an annual subscription as this will be cost effective because you will get access to all the courses instead of paying for each course separately. Apart from this, the employers ask for contact details of two character referees. One more important thing, if you are self employed, you need to register with HMRC, keep a record of all your earnings, and pay the required tax yearly. Most hygienists and therapists in the UK are self employed. Are you ready to fulfill your commitments as a dental professional? Do you feel confident and competent to carry out the treatments? Nobody else will know you better than yourself. If you are unsure or if there is any gap in your career, I would advise the following. Undertake shadowing or observership for a couple of days or months. This helps a lot. Ideally, it will be great if you have any friends or relatives who can help you with this. But if you don't know anyone, just be a bit cautious where you apply for this, as you may not want everyone to know that you are a bit hesitant to start practicing. Next, start with simple hygiene appointments like scale polish, recording indices, basically to make sure that nothing can go wrong. Then gradually move on to more complex treatments because patient safety is our utmost priority. Then take your time. You are in the process of learning a lot of new things every day, so it's natural to be a bit slow in performing the treatments. Some practices have set certain time limits for each appointment, so don't hurry to chase it. Instead, I would say speak to the practice manager to kindly increase the appointment time. Do your homework like watch educational videos or study about common tasks that you would need to perform. Example recording BP score, pit and fissure sealants, local anesthesia, impressions, scalings, etc. Remember, our job is not just a way to start earning. Instead, it's the beginning of reforming our patient's life for good. Always ask your colleague if you have any doubts. Know your limitations and refer if needed. I wish you best of luck. I'll plan to make a separate video on tips to prepare for interviews in the coming days. Please share your valuable feedback in the comments box below, and if you find this video useful, share it with others and subscribe to Meet Your Teeth. Thank you.